Bring in Kofi Amankwa-Manu, who is a deputy ranking on the Defense and Interior Committee. As far as the committee is concerned, have you received any briefing on this new war strategy? Kofi Amankwa-Manu? Please unmute for me.
I hope you can hear me now.
Yes, I can.
Good. Good evening to your listeners, and good evening to Professor Pusiani. As a committee, we haven't been briefed on anything like what I'm hearing for the first time this evening. We've not been briefed as a committee, but I find these measures a bit interesting. Interesting in the sense that, to a very large extent, I agree with what Professor Enin said. If one goes to your country or one comes to your country and commit a crime, and then all you can do is to ask the person to go back. Trust me, give the person maximum 2 weeks. The person will be back. When I heard it, I was asking myself, so if I happen to go to a country like, say, Togo or China, and I commit a crime, and that crime is considered, a criminal act within the jurisdiction of the country legally, am I just going to be deported? What I know in other jurisdictions, when you commit a crime, and that constitutes a crime within the criminal code of the country, the person will have to be prosecuted, you serve your time, and then after serving your time, you will be deported back to your country.
Well, Kofi, accept that this is not an entirely new policy, except that this is the first time an interior minister is stating it in such stark terms. Under the previous administration, your government, Aisha Huang was deported and not prosecuted. That also generated a fair bit of controversy. The government then explained, almost similar to what we're hearing now, that they don't want to antagonize the Chinese. And we saw what happened. She came back, and she came back destroying our environment. So it isn't a new policy.
Thank you very much. So the fact that we did this yesterday and never achieved the results that we wanted to achieve does not mean we have to continue doing the same thing. My brother, if we continue doing the same thing over and over again, we will get the same results. And trust me, the fight against Galamsey, sometimes, over the years, I have always had problem with people who have sought to, as it were, politicize the issue of Galamsey, because this really has not gotten to the roof and is actually getting out of hand. And so it is important we tackle this Galamsey issue with the seriousness that it deserves. And so, yes, if Aisha Huang was just sent back because we did not want to antagonize the Chinese, we are talking of the livelihood of the Ghanaian. We are talking of the health of the Ghanaian. We are talking of the protection of the Ghanaian. And so for me, we need to take measures that will really deal with this issue once and for all.